That was such a good stop. So today's episode is going to be a really fun one because I'm taking you thrifting with some of my reselling friends. We're doing a 3-day sourcing trip. We're heading up to Washington. We're going to be sourcing all the way there and all the way back. Heather's bringing her van. So we have a lot of space to fill up. I can't wait to take you guys along with us. So Heather is super organized. She has bins for all of us with our names on them, although we all pack so many things that we're not sure if we have room for treasures, but we've made it through in the past. Where there's a will, there's a way. So I'm wearing new sunnies courtesy of Taylor. They're so cute on our girls trip. So first stop is the big Goodwill because why wouldn't we stop here first? So our aisles are extra full today and I have already put some stuff in the cart, like these cool abstract pieces and this series here, which I think has a third, but that's okay. I think it looks good enough together, just the two. This ship print, this I got from another reseller, Rebecca. These weird plaques, gonna decide on these. This one looks kind of like the coast here and it's really sweet, and people come to Oregon and they want like souvenir art. Ooh, 7, okay. I may be passing on that one. And then a new cart went by and I grabbed this leather like art pouch. It's so good. Is this a little floral? It is, but it has something glued to it that sparkles. Okay, this is not coming home. Now this piece is really well made. Stoneware, $3.99. This is a maybe. What are these? Oh, they hang on the wall and they're silver. I don't usually find silver ones. I found ones like this before. Looks like they're $1.99 each. Okay, these are maybe. Oh my gosh, shell. Shell find. This is Taylor's cart and she's finding some good art, and look at this lamp, incredible. And that bag. So I was just returning something to the metal aisle that I wasn't going to buy, and I found this plate, and at first I was like, I don't know if this is old, and then I turned it over and I realized definitely older, and it has a whole plaque about how this person carried it in his camera bag for the recipient. 1971, all the way from the USSR. That's how old it is. $8. Has the hooks already. It's copper. I feel like with the story, it just like hooked me and I'm sold. This coil pot is so funny. This store gets so many unique pieces. So of course I'm looking at other people's carts, and look at these needle points. These are so teeny, like that petite type of stitching in the black background. Oh, so good. I need to start going through my cart because we need to head out to the next stop. Just pulled this floral and this off of a new cart, although I'd have to do some cleaning up on it because it has some mystery stains. I think I'm gonna get these for the frames. They're only $3.99. They come with glass. They're very cool. So I'm trying to find crystal pieces because they're coming into style. And this one I kind of like because it is a lidded box. So I may get it. And then Heather found this for me on a new cart, $4. It's just a candle holder, but it could be for a catch-all. It's very heavy, so I may get it. This may be one of the biggest shoe ashtrays I have ever come across. Usually they're teeny tiny. This one is giant. These little original paintings are adorable for $6. So one of the things I picked up all the time when I started selling almost a decade ago was Navajo pottery. And I don't find it very often anymore. This needlepoint is very cool. I've never seen one like this before. $12. So I always pick up Wedgwood when I find it, $6. This is the first blue one I have found in the States. Usually I have to go to Europe for it. So this is actually painted on board. It's $10. I love how faded and delicate it is. Can't decide if I want to pick it up. So this weird piece of art totally caught my eye. And it's $16. It says Motorhead. It's actually done by an artist, like a proper artist. It's on board. And Taylor has convinced me to get it, and if I don't get it, she wants to get it. So We'll see who wins. So I love these brass trivets, but they're $6 to $8, and I still don't know how much more margin they have. So many pretty pottery pieces. Love this lidded pot. $10. It is brown, but I feel like the top is so good. This is a really cool old easel. It actually articulates and folds in for $12. I kind of like the wear on it. So these are some of the vessels I had in mind for matches in my booth, the little crystal ones. Love everything about this vignette. It's so colorful, and I kind of want this. So we made it to Washington, and we're hitting up a Value Village here. So they have a 30% off clothing sale, so we actually may go through the clothing racks. You guys know I love these mid-century tile pieces. Not sure how I feel about the gray in the center, but I do like the maroon. This little pig is so cute. It's wood. It has a little like twine tail. I sold one not similar, but minimalist, kind of like this, that I got from Europe. This one is definitely a little more homemade, but I love how streamlined he is. This handmade vase is really interesting. Look at all of the different textures in the wood. It has a hole in the bottom. Maybe there was a test tube put in it at one time. No price either, so we gotta check on that. I've never seen so many dolls at a thrift store. This stone elephant is so cute, and it looks like it's not chipped. It is $6.99. Shells on shells on shells. I won't be getting this bag because my collection is growing too fast. These ceramic leaves would be perfect as spoon rests, and there's 4 or 5 of them in this bag. So I think I'm gonna get the whole set. So I picked out some clothing. You guys know me for my band tees, especially in the summertime. And I got an AC/DC one, which I don't have. It's white, but I checked the pits and they're clean, so we should be okay. I also got this like little embroidered, oh, you can tell I never do this. Okay, I need to figure out a better way to show you these clothes. So here's the shirt, and I love a denim shirt. I'm not sure how I feel about the embroidery and stuff for me, but these types of shirts are really hot right now with the young kids, so I may get it to sell. This is fantastic, and it has shoulder pads and gold buttons. So it's like get my hair in it. And then this one is a Trina Turk, and I've always been a big fan of Trina Turk. It is so expensive. Those are the gals that I'm with. So trying to decide on this number is kind of hideous, but maybe in a good way. So we'll see. Okay, so Taylor is actually going to get the denim shirt with all the embroidery patchwork stuff because it looks so cute on her. And so I am just going to get the band tee. That's my big purchase. And then a few other like homeware stuff. So Taylor is hitting it big. She is on a purse streak as we're shopping. Oh, and some hats, clothes. She sells a lot of clothes in her booth. So now we're in Goodwill, and it's a different, like, not franchise, but different group compared to what we have locally. So it'll be interesting to see what the selection is. Pretty myrtle wood vase. It has 3 holes in it though, and I'm not sure why they would have done that. The base of these are really solid, but I very rarely use this type of candle. Peg racks are still very much in. This one, I like this, like the curves on it. It is $10 though, and it has somewhere. Where are all my steampunk friends out there? This would be totally up your alley. So this is the most interesting verdigris vase I have ever found thrifting. At first I was like, is it ceramic? But it's no, it's verdigris, it's brass, made in India. And it's really light in color, which is wild. And they can sell for a lot, so I think I'm gonna get it. Welcome to day 2. We're kicking off with a very large antique mall in Tacoma, and then we're probably gonna hit up some Goodwills. So like a moth to a flame, I found a very pretty box for $8. And then Florentine, but this is outside my budget at $28. But I really do want to find one of these catch-alls one day because I have not found this style at a price point that I can pick up. And then there's this piece, which I think is like enamel or chalk, but this almost looks like metal on top of it, which is kind of cool. So Heather spotted this for me. It is 28 Florentine piece. I do love the little drawer sets. So I just found this Moody shipwreck painting. It is 22. And it's 20% off. So I'm gonna get it. So I'm going to get these because my husband loves like old beakers, and we don't have this shape, and his birthday's coming up. This piece is very cool for a rustic kitchen. It's $35. It looks like with 20% off. I'll think about it. If it was a little bit cheaper, I'd probably pick it up. Pewter is so catching my eye these days, and these are wild. They're so ornate. As Emily said, there's a lot going on with these, but they are $24, so probably won't get them. Mortar and pestle is very cute. It's that Spanish style wood, and you can tell based on the color, the way it's carved, and some of the hardware pieces. It is $9.99. Taylor found these for me because they're needlepoint and fruit. They're so cute. A set of 4 for $12. These prints of needlepoints always catch me up, and I get excited. And I'm like, oh man, it's printed. Does anyone else want to boop every cute animal they see at an antique mall? Because I always do. I'm like, boop, 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 boop. So I love the needlepoint. Don't love the frame choice. $23. I have so many needlepoints that I need to frame up that are just loose at my house. So Taylor just spotted this amazing needlepoint behind these peacock feathers.
It's so well done.
So well done.
And framed in a really nice
Yeah, the frame is good too, $95. So it's definitely like a piece we'd have to want for ourselves.
It looks signed, JBH.
Yeah. Oh,
We'll
it's
have to
really
do
good.
some
I don't find
research.
bunnies. And look at this, very cute. I guess, what is this called? Like a telephone table, right? Back in the
It's
day?
one of those gossip tables.
Or a gossip table?
I feel like they've hidden this incredible.
I know, they covered it up.
Let me
Look
move
at how
it.
pretty that is. We also like this, but you know, Florentine pieces are our jam. But yeah, Taylor cleared it off because we have to admire all the hard work that went into that. So I found a friend for my friend. I feel like maybe she'd be less lonely and terrified in my office if she had a mate. But this one has no eyes. This is the most incredible brass box. It's $40, but it weighs like a ton. Boop. So I just found this very strange painting of a man that kind of looks like Frankenstein maybe, but it's highly textural and so vibrant. Like right now it's a little bit washed out because of the lighting in here, but it's $24. So this is a yes. The ceramic vase is so interesting. The glaze is crazy. It's $27. I want to buy it, but I'm trying to get out of pinks and move to greens potentially later this year with my new gallery wall. So I don't know if I can get this. I feel like for me. But the black part of it really makes it for me. So these little Florentine pieces sell really well for me in my booth, and $17 is about the price I priced them at. So if you ever find them, pick them up. Look at these teeny tiny Kakeshis. If I hadn't just gotten a Kakeshi lot of little minis, I would have definitely got those. So this booth is 50% off along with a few other booths, and they're actually leaving them all. And I am just getting so many things. Look at these stone bookends. They're incredible. So I just got this great stool, which I've sold many times before, and it's going to be, I think, $11. And then I got these 3 things. Now I'll take this craziness out of these, but these bookends, these matching candle holders, and these matching candle holders are $20. So I just found this rug. It was $60 but half off, and the vendor's here, and I'm buying a few things from him. So I'm like, can you do a little bit better? And he said he could do $25. It has the best colors. Now this is an ashtray. It is incredible. It's $55 and half off. So I think a new collection is born today. Should I get into feet? Because I'm into hands. And I feel like feet is a natural progression of a hand collection. Look at this. That was Heather's foot. This is why when people ask me why I don't have more scenes with the gals in it, it's because this is the stuff that they add to the video. Look at how cute this needlepoint pillow is. It's adorable. Love these wood pieces. Look at how large this tray is. This pillow cover is very close to my budget, and I'm debating on getting it. It's $29. It does not have the insert, but I have so many pillows at home that I've been hoarding to use as inserts. And look at the little petite point there. It's such a fun pattern. Also, look at this vintage shell bowl that has little shell feet. That's crazy. So this is what I need for my shell collection, because I found this inspo picture of shells being stored in this very ornate cabinet, and they each had their own little shelf, each shell, and it looked so insanely cool. This is $5,000 though, so not bringing it home. So you guys know me in boxes, and this one is covered in like a brassy exterior. It's 10, and then this pair is 10. I probably won't get those. I'm gonna get this, but look at the way they do the 9s. It's so fun. So now we're shifting gears and doing a little bit of thrifting, and Taylor, man, she got out of the van so fast to get to the store. Some cute little frames. Looks like they're $2 each. Metal, but painted gold. I think this used to have a little clock in the center. That would have been really cute. $1.99. I would have to get the clock insert. I almost thought this was a painting for a second, but it's a print. Here's some horsehair pottery for $9.99. I wonder if they do colors here. I'll have to check. Pretty stoneware vase, but it has quite a few chips on it. This is adorable. Mother's Day is coming up. Every time I turn around, I think this dude is real, and it scares me to death. So Heather just found this, and it's ceramic cheese, and I actually do really want it. Taylor just found a vintage Vera Bradley for $1.99, and Vera Bradley is very much having a comeback. So I just accosted a woman about her cart full of crystal. I was like, I need to figure out this whole crystal thing. And she told me it's called crystal repurposing, and people are using it to put Q-tips and brushes for your makeup, and that's what they're using for crystal. So not at all candy dishes or serving food. And so she was like educating me on what to look for. So the next stop, hopefully I can find some to buy. But I was amazed at some of the prices she was talking about, like $60 or more for these sets of like crystal. And it just blew me away. So just love people that are generous with their knowledge, especially when I attack them at the store saying, hey, why are you buying this? Next stop is Goodwill. This little wood vase with a silver bottom is kind of sweet. I feel like it could be missing something though. I like this organizer, but it's very like veneer, and this up here feels really cheesy, and it's 20. So this would have to be half off. This bowl is interesting. I think it's like paper mache. Don't love their color choices though. So a few weeks ago, I was talking about this type of wood that I think is so interesting, has all the layers. And these are the utensil versions. Such a shame that the butterfly is all in pieces, because these types of trays have sold well for me in the past. So Heather just let me have these dance bowls. So they're not enamel, they are porcelain, but they have that enamel type look, and they're very heavy and solid, and I love a plate bowl. So Emily found one of these trays, and we've never seen that bird, and the most amazingly large drying rack, and these can sell for a lot. So I'm in the glass aisle, and I just sold a set of brandy glasses, so I have some room in my bar bookcase. And I love these teeny tiny coupes. There's 3 of them, so I'd have to buy all 3 in case one of them broke, but they're $2 each. And then I also like these blue glasses, and they are apparently Avon, which I'm always surprised at the variety of products Avon sold. So Heather just said she loves it but hates it, and I agree. I love it but I hate it.
Like,
I know, like, I think the fruit is so good, but I don't love the pink around it. Maybe? I don't know.
see? Same thing.
It's confusing.
What happens if I pick up the strawberry and try to eat it?
I know. Well, that would be catastrophic. And then Laura found me these seashell bowls. They're so pretty. So I was excited about this piece, and I was going to just, shine it up. And you can see that it's flaking right there by the tag, which means there's really no cleaning this up, which is such a bummer because it's such a fun piece. So it's day 3 of our thrifting road trip, and we're starting, of course, off at a Goodwill. This little bookend is adorable. His face, he definitely has some wear, and he's on his own, but I think I may get him. A floral for $5.99. It definitely has some staining on the linen. I'm not sure I love the color palette on it, so I actually may leave it behind, which I know will probably surprise some people. So this type of basket I used to pick up all the time, and I haven't in a while, and I just love them. They're the sweet grass. They have many names. They smell actually really good, which, you know, I hate smells. This one's $3.99. I feel like I need to pick it up for like nostalgia reasons because I used to sell so many like 8 years ago when I started, but I just haven't sold one in a while, so I'll probably pass. So I decided to put that little bookend back because he had some flaws that I felt like were just a deal breaker, but I did get this really cute flowy top for an upcoming trip, and it was half off. I actually got a half off tag. I never find half off tags at Goodwills. So next stop is a little antique mall, and everyone has good luck here apparently, so hopefully I find something good. A pretty tapestry. These are still very much in. Let's see how much it is. It is 70. Spanish scene. Oh my gosh. Someone is absolutely gonna want this dollar horse thing. How much is that? 25. You'll have to watch Laura's video to see if she spots this at the store. In today's episode of Candle Fools Andi, I thought I was lucky and found a very cool bust, but nope, it is definitely a candle. Found something to pick up. This little bell for $4. Does anyone else follow the content creator, which I am forgetting his name, where he does the old recipes and the gross like lamb mold jello dishes? This makes me want to buy it. The way some people stack is just amazing. I'm terrible at using vertical space. I've never found one of these. Usually they're like little display organizers for jewelry or plants, but this one is a wall organizer. Look at these teeny tiny candle holders. You guys can't tell, but they're actually like really tiny. Like there's my finger. That's how tiny they are. I love these horse bookends. They are $29, made in Japan. Really nice. She's kind of a cool lady. I like the wood frame. It is cross stitch and 26. So I'm down this random like hallway, and this frame is here. It's 1920s, it's 38. I love the mat. Very cool frame. So this is a vintage sandwich dispenser, and now it's been repurposed to an art dispenser. So you put the coin in, and then you press the button. Oh, there it goes. And it dispenses a painting for $22. Is that not incredible? This brass piece is beautiful, but my goodness, it could kill you. It's so sharp. It's like a throwing star. So I picked this up and I turned it around. Not for sale. Found another bell. So this is my second purchase. So I have a soft spot for these because my grandpa had a bar down in his basement like so many people did. And we had so many of these, and we played with them and mixed pretend cocktails when we were a kid. Next up, I love this pillow. It is $45, but it's fantastic. So I just found this amazing piece, and Heather was in front of it. I'm like, I need that thing. She's like, what thing? She's like, oh yeah, when she saw it. Love this painting, and it is $10. I just found this statue. It is $5, and it's actually made in Italy. I'm also tempted by this Polish box for $8, but I don't love what's happening in that corner. So there's something about the swan I really like. I actually think it could be quite old. That was such a good stop. So this is my score that I just got at the last stop. So the most amazing tapestry, needlepoint pillows, a set of 2. This one, this painted piece, this piece, and this insane piece of art. And this piece of art, these 2 little wood pieces, the tapestries, all of that was $70 total. And then that was $20, and that was $10. So what an amazing stop. Next stop is a vintage shop, and it's very curated. All sorts of brass goodness. I actually have this bird right here, the large one, and I adore him. I have never seen a hermit crab ever before. This is an amazing piece. I won't be getting it because it's $69, but I didn't even know it existed. So these, as you guys know, can be worth quite a lot. 40 is a higher entry point to start at, but they can be worth 100 or more. This owl probably weighs 3 or 4 pounds. It's so heavy. Debating on whether or not I should get this gal because I love the ones with the pigtails. Oh my gosh, you guys, they definitely were burning those drippy candles that I got. So this is my one big purchase. I wanted everything in that store because it was so curated, but just came away with this. So we're, oh God, it's got something in my eye. So we are in the final stretch of the trip and we're hitting some Goodwills on the way home. I can't believe I found an iron wood shell for $7.99. Oh my gosh. There is a butt next to this really interesting folk art mug. There's a whole set of these gold glass pieces. They're very pretty. At first I thought they were brass, but they're not. So this is so funny. I tried to get this up and I was like, wow, this is heavy, but it's actually stuck to it. And that's why I couldn't get it up. This pedestal bowl is gorgeous. It's $9.99, so kind of a higher price point. I wonder why it has like the thing in the center. I almost called it the nipple in the center. So Laura found this purple version of those verdigris vases, and I just don't know how I feel about it because it doesn't have that verdigris search term, because I'm assuming verdigris only applies to that green texture and finish that happens on a metal piece. So I don't know. Hello, cute little pinch pot. 2002, $2.99. Oh my gosh, a stack of marble candle holders, and they're all different sizes for $9.99. I went to grab this off the plate, but it actually is part of the plate. Do we think this is like a silhouette of a person's face? Because it kind of looks like a shoulder and a cheek. This is pretty. It would need the hanging mechanism or like a plate hook. I was just thinking, man, I wish there were 2 of these, and surprise, there are. So surprise, we're back home in my studio space. Sorry for the lack of transition. I totally forgot to film one because at the end of 3 days sourcing, I was exhausted and totally forgot to say, oh, hey, and that's it for the sourcing. Now back to my studio. So here we are. The trip was absolutely fantastic. It was so much fun. If you ever witness us as a group shopping, it's like a tornado of excitement that comes into the stores. And we just are like everywhere and talking, and it's just a lot of fun. But that's also why you don't really see Laura in my videos, and I don't appear usually in Laura's videos, because for us to do any filming for you guys, we usually have to go like 2 opposite directions and then come back together with the group and then go off again on our own, because trying to film with the others is so challenging, as you saw, as they love to like video bomb me when I'm trying to do on-camera stuff, which is always so much fun, and it makes for a really fun scene in the video. But this is why you don't see more of the people that actually are capturing content in each other's videos, because it's just almost impossible with such a large group. Okay, so I came home with a bin full of stuff, and a lot of it's gonna hit Etsy, so I thought I would just show you quickly what will hit Etsy. And then I'm going to put on my dresser all the stuff that I got so you can see it in all its glory. So this peg rack, which I got to clean up a little bit because it still has a sticker on it, but this peg rack will be on Etsy. Peg racks, any sort of organizer for your entry, hot sellers still. They do really well. I got a lot of original art. Now I bought this for me. He is so scary, but the texture is amazing. But my son and husband were like, oh my God, he's terrifying. So this may be for one of you guys. It's so hard to let him go. But yeah, they were like, I'm not really into that creepy do, which they're never into the creepy people that I bring into this house. More guaranteed art to go on Etsy is this very moody seascape painting, which I love a moody seascape painting over like a sunset painting. So this will be on Etsy. And then another painting. This one is fantastic. It has some jaggedness, if I can say it right, on the top. And no, I did not do it, because I know a lot of you think, oh, Andi probably cut it down because I'm always threatening to cut down artwork. Well, I did not do it for this one. So it has some jagged stuff at the top. So someone must have cut it off at some point. But this is the type of piece that if I saw it in Europe, I absolutely would pick up. And it's a piece I don't think necessarily needs to be framed. It can be propped up somewhere because it's just such a vibe. So absolutely love this. And speaking of Europe, I'm actually going to Spain in a hot second, and I'm so excited. So just know the videos in the next couple weeks are gonna be a little bit different because I will be gone, and I have filmed a couple videos to release while I'm gone, but they're not like thrift with me videos. They're more like interesting trends and tips videos. So, so just FYI. And then once I get back, I'll get back to the normal cycle, but I didn't want to release any videos that had stuff for sale because I don't want my husband to have to ship while I'm gone. I think between taking care of our kiddo on his own and all of his activities and then having to ship for my business, I think that he would implode. Some more Etsy artwork. These will be on Etsy. They'll be sold as a pair. I absolutely love the colors. They're very cheerful, and actually the black frames for a change. So these will be on Etsy. Okay, so moving on from the art for a second, I wanted to show you guys this pig because I finally took it out of the bag. It was in a bag with a bunch of like word art and other like weird stuff that I am redonating, but I was really excited about this guy. He's so cute, and he's gonna be on Etsy. So another thing that will hit Etsy is this very cool vase, although it has like mystery goop on it, which I got under my fingernail at the store, and that Goodwill did not have a bathroom, and I was like, oh, this job is so gross sometimes. So anyways, I will clean the mystery goop off and get this listed. This is definitely the biggest one that I've ever found, and this is the first one that had kind of this like darker bit here too. So I think one of my very favorite things I picked up is actually this beautiful wood pedestal bowl because the color is so rich and good, and it's just hand turned and lovely, and I just love a good pedestal bowl. And usually I'm finding like myrtle wood ones because we are in Oregon and that's where myrtle wood is from. This is the first like cherry colored one I think I have picked up, if not ever or in a long time. So hearts are super in style right now. So when I found these bookends, and given that they were in the booth that they were kind of liquidating all their inventory, I was like, I think I'm gonna have to get these. They're very heavy. They're pink and orangey stone. They're in largely really good shape. I mean, there's a few dings, but if you are familiar with any of these stone bookends or anything stone in general, they get banged up and have chippies. That's just kind of part of their charm. So they're very heavy. Yeah, they're just kind of a weird one to pick up. I don't think you need to decorate with these on Valentine's Day. I just think they're like a fun, quirky bookend in general. So I just had to get them. Who's going to buy them? I don't know, because this is probably the most like heart thing I've ever picked up, but I just think the colors on them are really good. Some more art that's gonna go on Etsy. This pair of paintings, they're original. Thought they were really great, go well together. There was actually a third one, and the third one was really ugly, so I left it behind. I thought these went like the best together. So these will be on Etsy as a pair. And then this ship print, I actually may put on Etsy. If not, it will definitely go to my booth. But it's dated 1939. So this guy is an oldie. Definitely an oldie, which I appreciate, and it makes it that much more valuable. I love the patina on the frame. Just a really good old ship painting, or I should say ship print. So people always ask me, how do I know things are vintage? How do I know the dates on things? And some stuff you just learn over time. Other times you're lucky and someone has put it on the back, which I'm always so grateful for. So like this adorable little piece, this is dated 1931. This we know it's from the 70s based on the information on the back. And this one also had the date very faint on the back, which is really great because sometimes with artwork and pieces like this, you can maybe know, but you may not know exactly how old it is. Like I never would have thought this was as old as it was unless I had the information on the back. So I just love when that happens. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this will be on Etsy, and all the information I will leave on it so you guys can cherish the story behind this piece and how it made it to the States. So a bunch of stuff is going to hit my booth. So this original floral going to my booth. These little like trinkety things like the Wedgwood and this adorable cat bowl. These go to my booth. They're just little impulse buys. Wedgwood is something I sell a lot of. So if I can pick it up like $5, $6 for like the little pieces like this, I usually do. I sell them for 26 or more bucks depending on what they are. We don't find a lot of Wedgwood in the States compared to like if you're in the UK, it's everywhere. And the colors that are more unusual for us to find are like this deep like navy blue, we get the light blue, and we get like the jade color all the time. Like if you find them, it's usually those two colors. So when you can find this color, the lavender, the pink, the which is some of the other, the black Wedgwood, we just don't see those very often. So they tend to sell for a little bit more money because they're more rare here. But yeah, do they match my booth? Like especially my Tiny Brambles booth? No, because my Tiny Brambles booth is mostly brown, pottery, artwork. It's not kind of this type of vibe, but some people come into the store as tourists looking for this type of vibe. So I fill that hole in the market. Some more things that will go to my booth. These very cool pewter candle holders. These will go to my booth. These wood ones that I picked up. These will go to my booth. This interesting wood like vessel. This will go to my booth. These are just things that aren't like super valuable and things that I don't want to necessarily ship. And so that's why they'll go to my booth. Anytime something I would price like under like $35, usually then I'm not putting it online unless someone really wants it or like they're a regular buyer and they have already bought something, and then me adding it to their order is not like a big deal in terms of shipping. But I've been trying really hard to make sure that my minimum threshold for a listing is higher, because I was shipping so many smalls last year that it like nearly killed me. And so I'm trying to reduce how many little things that I'm shipping out that I'm not making that much money on with like the free shipping that I offer and just time spent packaging them up. So the amount of items I'm processing now for Etsy is definitely less compared to what is now going to my booth. So my booth sales have increased and my Etsy sales have decreased because I'm trying to recalibrate and just make it easier on myself as a person who hates to ship, as you know. Okay, so I don't want to repeat every single thing, and you probably at this point think I have repeated everything, but there was a lot more stuff that I picked up. I'm gonna put everything on the dresser again, like I mentioned. The things that I'm debating on whether or not I should keep, I mean, this is like basically made for me, right? We can all agree with that. The only problem is I'm thinking of transitioning away from the pink for a little while. So I'm like, oh, do I sell it? But also like, how good would this look? Like right now, like that looks really good there. It does. So I may have to keep this for now. And then this big tapestry, because I know someone will probably ask me about it, because I'm transitioning to blues and greens and I'm looking for different things that are not just artwork. I may keep this to see if it works. And if it doesn't, then I'll sell it. My friend Taylor, when we used to work together in the corporate world, she had one of these and I always admired it. And so I was so excited to find one of my own finally, because I was always like, oh, that's so cool, because it was on her wall in her office and I'm like, I want it. And then it took me basically over a decade of knowing her before I found one myself. The needlepoint pillows, I need to get another insert for. And then the rug that I picked up, I need to decide whether or not I'm keeping it myself, because we could always use rugs in the house. Oh, the stool, that will be up on Etsy. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. You'll just have to check my shop to see what actually gets listed. I have so much stuff that I'm processing right now because I also went to the Northwest largest garage sale event this past weekend and got a ton of stuff. 2 Hulkins full, filled my entire trunk. So I am like bursting with inventory right now, which is great, but I'm about ready to go to Europe, where I usually bring home a bunch of inventory. So it's just like an explosion of inventory in this room. But it's just how it is when you're a reseller. So anyways, thank you so much for watching and for shopping with us. I hope you enjoy the videos when we take you along with us when we go on our sourcing trips. If you have not been on a sourcing trip with friends who love to thrift, you got to make it a priority this summer. Like this is like, I'm just telling you, like this summer, pick a market in another city, in another state, and just go there with your friends. Even an overnight is so much fun. Or better yet, sign up for one of my friend Laura's trips. She has some really good ones coming up that I'm hoping I may actually go on one next year. So we will see. We will see. But anyways, she's a good option. So you can always go on one of her trips. Otherwise, definitely organize one for yourselves, because being with people who break for garage and yard and estate sales on a whim are the best people to know. So a lot of European, Spain content coming your way very soon. Thank you so much for watching again, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.